get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. So you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and they. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.
Welcome to another episode of Drinking After Dark, a podcast where we discuss random topics while having a few drinks. I'm your host, Darius, and as always, drink responsibly. And you make sure you follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and y'all go subscribe to the Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Before we get started, I got to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Joe Shakinab and Shakinab.com. Go visit Shakinab.com for services, monthly updates, and contact information. Once again, visit Shakinab.com, promoting leadership and scholarship. Tonight, I have a very, very special guest with me. I've known this lady for a very, very long time. We practically grew up together. She's a businesswoman. She's a mother, all around great person. Give a big, big welcome to the podcast, Miss Tiffany Johnson. What's going on?
Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm getting my drink on and stuff tonight.
I know, right? On this good Tuesday.
Yep. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I'm good.
Oh, that's even better. Drink up.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
For sure.
What you drinking on tonight?
Actually, I'm drinking on Hennessy and I got Jack. So I'm drinking on both.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You have fun with that.
Definitely a brown girl for sure.
Well, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm drinking on tonight. As always, I'm drinking on that Crown Vanilla.
Okay.
And I'm mixing that with that Dr. Pepper cream soda, as y'all can see.
Is it good like that?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna have to try it. For sure.
Yes, it is. If you don't like the Dr. Pepper, you can actually mix it in with root beer. So, or if you want to make a root beer float, you can make a root beer float. Put that Crown Vanilla in there.
Gotcha. Okay, I might have to try that for sure.
Definitely. So, let the people know a little bit about yourself and some of the things that you do.
Okay. Well, I'm born and raised out of Clarksville for sure. So I've been here all my life. Never, lived anywhere else. So definitely a Clarksvillian. I am the owner of Styles by Jewel, which I'm a stylist. So stylist, personal shopper, anybody that has like any special events to go to, photo shoots, any type of special occasions, whether it's birthday, just dinner night, whatever. If you need help with getting your wardrobe together, then I am your girl for that. And then I also, I sell fedoras. And I sell my audience for that is, both male and female. A majority of my fedora hats are unisex. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I am a mother of 4. I'm 40 years old. Single, just a single woman out here just trying to make it. So yeah, for sure.
And how long you been in business?
I actually started like about 3 years ago. I don't know. It was just, I've always been into, fashion. I like dressing. I like dressing up. I like going out dressing up. Even if I'm just going to like the store, like I'm always just extra. I don't know. I've just always been into fashion. So I feel like that was something that I wanted to do. I thought about it for like a very long time. And I just, did what I had to do to get started. Of course, over these past 3 years, it's been tough for sure. Every year I try to grow my client base, over a larger scale. And I don't know, I've just been doing it for the last couple of years now, and I enjoy doing it. People that reach out to me, ask me for styling tips or, how to put this together or that together. So it's just something I like to do. I have fun with it, and I'm just passionate about it.
Yeah, that's funny you say that because my wife actually does the exact same thing that you do.
Okay, cool.
She's a personal stylist herself.
Okay.
She's been doing it for like you a few years now. So, she's really into fashion.
Okay. What's up?
I'm not. I listen. If my wife thinks it looks good, then I'll wear it. Then
Right.
But I know my style.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing the bullshit that's out today. That's not me.
Right. Right.
But my wife, she'll tell me if it looks good on me or not.
Right.
I'll just go with her. I gotta trust the judgment because she really is. That's her thing. That's what she's really passionate about and stuff like that. So maybe y'all two can link up one day.
I know. I would love to I would love to get with, just different women that's into the industry and, just collab. I mean, just do some type of charity event, just maybe just like style just a couple of people, just, just to do so, just for a great cause. That's something I've been wanting to do for like a very long time. So just be able to just collab with other people, network with other people. That's the stuff that I look forward to doing. And, like you said, with styling and putting, things together, everything isn't for everybody. Everyone can't wear everything. So you have to know, what fits you, what fits your body type, what looks good on you, and just go with that. Because I know for me, I'm not, a skinny chick. I got a little meat on my bones, I must say. So I know there's a lot of stuff that you may see other people wearing that I know I can't wear, and I'm okay with that. But I dress according to my body type and what I feel comfortable with, and I still, make it look good. So that's my mission. Anytime that I'm styling, anybody, I style, I put together, outfits that fits you. So that's just my thing.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm a thick guy, and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna wear everything that's out there. I kind of like my clothes a little baggy anyway, some breathing room. So I'm not gonna sit there and wear anything that's skinny, anything like that. But the sweatpants, that's my thing. I got the gray sweats. I got the Champs. I got the Adidas. Stuff like that. So that's what I do. It's wintertime. I don't really care. Usually
even with the sweatsuits, you can, pop out with it, add a little extra, accessory to it, or whatever the shoe you're wearing with it, make that pop out, and then you're good to go. Throw on a little vest, whatever. So yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
and the thing about it, I didn't even know when I first bought something from you for my wife at Ebony and Caprice's pop-up shop.
Right.
I didn't know you owned it because I didn't see you. I didn't see you. I was walking by. And I was like, all right, I came out here to support my cousin and everything. Yeah. And I was walking by and I was like, if my wife was here, she'll definitely love this because this is her thing. And I was on the phone talking with her and everything. I bought her, I think, 2 hats, maybe. A hat and a pair of shades.
You did.
I did that. And, when I walked, and I was looking and I seen you, I'm like, oh, she's hiding back here. Like, she don't want her face to be seen. Like, this ain't her stuff.
No, but see, the thing with me, and I'm getting out of that because I don't, and I know it's something I definitely have to work on, especially being a businesswoman and having to be out in the forefront, because I'm not a very, talkative person, and that's something I'm working on. So, and to be honest, that was like the very first pop-up shop that I had ever done. So, just Interacting, with the different people. I did that like a little bit, but I can be honest, it made me nervous. You know what I'm saying? But I can say, as the year has gone past, I think that was maybe like last year when I did my very first one. I've been working on my social skills, I would say. So I'm definitely more, comfortable and confident with talking to people in person. I've never been huge on speaking in front of like big crowds or anything like that. So that's definitely something I can say that me personally, I've been working on to improve that, because I know, in order for my business to grow, I got to be able to, speak to people, be able to network with people, and just, have that dialogue with my clients and my customers. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm a marketing consultant as well.
Uh-huh.
So I will always tell clients, like, you have to be the forefront. I mean, it's your
Right.
brand. So basically you're everything. You're
Right.
the CEO, you're the president, you're the the accountant, you're the sales rep,
Yeah.
you're everything. You're the face of your company. So you
Right.
have to be out there in the forefront. And anytime you get a chance to go out there and really show what you have, show your product, show your services, and things like that, or even just be out there just to go visit. Take
Right.
those opportunities, because you never know who's watching. You never know what type of connections you might make.
Exactly.
So, and when I went to go buy something from you for the first time, I didn't even start to. Well, I was in the process of starting this podcast.
Okay.
So nobody knew about the podcast until I was ready to like really launch it. You know what I mean? So it was like, I'm just going out here, just meeting different people. Some people I knew, some people I didn't. So be it. But you know what? It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. That's one thing that I'm really great at, is networking. I can honestly say that, because only thing you really got to do is just go places, meet them, exchange
Right.
contact information, and you never know what can happen from there.
Right.
And you may never know that somebody might set you up with somebody else and be like, hey, y'all probably need to get together and work together.
Exactly.
That's how you really grow.
Yeah.
And I'm really blessed in that, because I've had many people on the podcast. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to any of the episodes and things like that, but just different types of people that either I knew or I met, and I got a chance to, bring them on and things like that. It's just been a blessing. It's just been a blessing
Right.
to have it. And so that's why, when you have your business being out in the forefront, people will see that, even when they don't, even if you're not just out there selling, they know who you are and they know what you
Right.
do.
Right. Exactly.
So that's the thing about, growing your business. You have to be out in the forefront.
Yeah. And that's definitely something I've learned, over the years, because of course, with me and going to these different, events out in public, I have my team with me, and their personalities are definitely opposite from my personality. They're very talkative, they're very outspoken. So, when they see me, like when I first started, when they saw that, I wasn't saying what I needed to say, or interacting as well as I needed to, they would, step in for me, of course. But again, that's definitely been something I've been, working on over the past year. And, I've seen the growth in myself as far as my communication and being able to, talk with other people. So, yeah, it's just every day in the business is something that you learn new every day. So that's something I'm definitely taking away for sure.
Where do you see your business going from here? Like, even just next year, I'm not even going to worry about 5 years. Just like for this year and the next year, where do you see your business going?
Well, I was just thinking about that, today, because and when I was this morning when I was praying, because I've definitely seen a lot of growth over the last year, and I just want my client base and my customer base to grow bigger each year. My ultimate goal is to in the next 2, 3, maybe 5 years or so, have my own building. And I know that, that's a lot more work in itself. Of course, you have to have the resources to do that and all that. So that's my ultimate plan. But just as far as like a small goal I work on, each year, that's my small goal, just to be able to expand my client, my customer base at a bigger scale, every year.
Yeah, definitely. And if they ever want to get in contact with you, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, I have my business page on Facebook, Styles by Jewel, and also IG as well. And the name on IG is Styles by Jewel. Also, you can reach me on my business line, which is 931-449-3042. So if you have any questions, want to place an order for a hat, then, you can reach me either, by phone or through my business pages.
Definitely. And let's support Tiffany, man. She's doing her thing. She does have great products. I could tell you, my wife loves them. If you ever get a chance, go to her Facebook page, check her out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. So, and by the way, Valentine's Day is coming up next month.
It is.
So if y'all looking for a gift, y'all go hit up Tiffany on Facebook and, go place your orders, man. Do something different. No, don't always get the flowers and the candy and the bears.
Right.
Get something different.
It's absolutely. And also too, if, with Valentine's coming up, you might have a little date night, with your boo. So, if you need any help with, getting your outfit together or, what have you, definitely, hit me up and I'll get you together for sure.
Definitely. Like I said, let's go support her, man. And let's help her grow. Let's help her grow, man. And if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, tell her about Tiffany Johnson and her company, Styles by Jewel. So you and I have known each other for a very, very, very long time. For those who don't know, me and Tiffany went to church together.
And we did.
We went to church together. She's older. Okay.
I am.
She's older than me. I'll be 34 in 2 months. Like she says, she already told you her age. I'm not going to repeat it. But, we had our own little separate cliques, basically. She's, with her sister. And you had Ebony and who else? Candy and Tisha. Oh, y'all. Then we had the boys. Oh yeah, my cousin Tasha. I forgot about her.
Yes.
And then you had us assholes, me and the rest of the boys. See, a lot of people don't know we're pretty much related. All of us is pretty much related. So it's like when we get together, it's going to be trouble. And I remember we never got the special treatment. I guess because we're boys. The girls they got away with stuff, and it was like whatever. I guess when you're a pretty person you could get away with anything.
Oh no.
I mean, it's true. I mean,
I told
Ebony one time how we used to go to youth congress.
Yeah.
And how I can't even lie. When I went, this was after y'all left. Y'all were older. And when I started going, I ain't care nothing about church. Yeah, I was in that hotel room, drawing up plans, see what.
Listen,
I was doing
It was the same. It was the same with us too. It was the same with us too, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
I tell you one thing, ain't enough adults go around to supervise all of us.
You're right. Definitely. Yeah, we was the same way. Like after the day classes and all that stuff was after way, yeah, we was, because of course you met, new people from all over and, you just, you did your thing. So yeah.
Man, listen, I ain't go to none of those classes. I'm sleeping in. I don't care. If I go to the service, I go to the service,
Yeah.
which they had like 3 services a day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it, but they had 3 services a day.
Yeah.
But the morning stuff, no, that's too early.
Yeah, we had to go to all that. We did. But, after everything, it was chill time. Because, of course, you met new people. We would hang out in the lobbies of the hotel. I would have to say the best location where youth Congress was always held for me was in Louisville, Kentucky. Like, that was like the best.
Yep.
That was like the best ever. We had like so much fun there. It was like the place where there was so much stuff to do outside of the hotel. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
I have to say that was like the best place that we had ever gone to, for sure. For sure.
Hey, look, and I'm gonna tell you one thing.
What?
I met Bishop Don Magic Juan there at Youth Congress. Yep. It was because it was so funny. What happened was it was that weekend, Mike Tyson was fighting in Louisville.
Okay.
And ironically, he was staying in the same hotel as all of us.
Okay.
So, they was like, yeah, Mike Tyson staying in the hotel room. Don't bother him. I was like, why not? That's Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell me not to bother him. But it was funny. We were actually on our way to go to a skating party. And our van, the church van, was like right there next to the hotel. And we seen this guy standing outside the van, right on the sidewalk. And I looked over, I said, man, that dude looked like he a pimp. And they turned over and they looked, they was like, oh, so they ran and got out the car and took pictures with him and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, lucky bastards.
Lord.
I'm the one that spotted him. And I ain't getting no picture with him.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Right.
Oh, well. It was a good old days. Yeah. I ain't see Mike Tyson, but I saw Bishop Don Juan. So,
yeah.
That was a great moment for me. But those times growing up in the church, great memories and everything like that. Of course, we got older, we started having our own families and everything like that. Right. And you have 4 children yourself, which I know you actually have your daughters are twins.
Right.
So how, like, raising kids, like, how does that feel? You have 4. You have 2 sons, 2 daughters. How does that feel? Because I know my mom, she had 3 boys, so she didn't have to worry about no girls. So like how did that, what was that, what is that experience like?
Oh man, it's of course, kids are true blessings for sure. And I love my kids to death. My oldest son, he's 21. He's in the Army, so he's in South Korea right now. And I have my 18-year-old son. He's a senior this year, so he'll be graduating. And then my twin girls, they're 17, and they're juniors. So pretty much for me, because I got pregnant at a young age when I was 18, and I was going to Austin P. And of course I was with my high school sweetheart. And all my kids, they all have the same father. But to say that, I did start at a very young age. I was technically an adult, but at the same time, I wasn't. So I had to grow up fast. Let's just say that. I had to grow up very fast. I had to, take on a lot of responsibilities. I even when I had little Curtis, I still went to Austin P. I still, went to school as long as I could. Probably for like the first 2 years, I was still, going to school, and I had him. And it's a struggle. I don't regret having my kids, but if I could turn back the hands of time, I would have done it differently, because it's truly, responsibility, a huge responsibility. You just have to grow up fast. And, with that being said, it is hard, it is difficult. of course, their father, was with me. I had help from, my family, my friends, but even with that, it's still hard because you have this whole new household you have to take care of now. You're still trying to do your own thing and try, finish school, still having to work because you have this kid that you have to provide for, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough. It really is. And, and me being so young, in my 20s and in my 30s, I was raising kids, you know what I'm saying? And, I didn't get the chance to experience a lot of things that, people my age were able to experience. And I can honestly say I'm doing that now because, of course, my kids are older. They don't, need me all the time as if they were younger. So I'm able to do a lot more things now. I'm able to experience life a little bit more. But, I of course, it was hard having four little kids. At the same time, it was definitely it was a lot of work for sure. Definitely everything had to be like on a schedule, a schedule. Like I got little Curtis, he's like 4. I got Caleb, he's like 2, 3, and then I have these twin girls, which I'm carrying around in, car seats everywhere. So, it was definitely hard. I enjoyed it. I enjoy my kids. Boys are fun. They're definitely fun. They keep you on your toes. But I can honestly say with boys, as they get older, I don't know, they get to smell themselves. They get a little bit beside themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know you can relate. Obviously, you can't relate. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying.
No, you gotta spell that out for me. What you saying? What you trying to say?
Like they do like the most, I would have to say. A lot of things that I don't experience with having to deal with my girls, I have to deal with my sons. You see
like
what I'm saying?
what?
For instance, I would have to say now, with them being older, because your mom was a single mom. You see what I'm saying? And I'm a single mother. And when it comes to relationships, because of course, me and their father, we're no longer together. We've been like separated for like 4 or 5 years now. So it's been a minute. And, right away I didn't get into like the dating scene per se to like really like the last year or two, I would say. So as far as having to deal with that and having boys and them being overprotective, you kind of see what I'm saying? As far as that, I be having to deal with that. You don't.
Well, it's nature,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to our moms, our sisters, we're, because we know how we are.
Right.
So of course, they're gonna be a little overprotective, but not all the way overprotective. You ain't gotta really worry about all of that. We just I ain't gonna say we putting up a front. I mean, it's pretty much a guarantee if you mess up, then you know what's gonna happen.
Right.
But, they know that you're happy, it's all good. They know when it's right. My mom didn't have to worry about that. She want I mean, we were out there trying to do our own thing.
Right.
Nothing to it.
Right,
Nothing
exactly.
to it.
You still have those experiences, and with boys, like, and this is pretty much with anybody, whether you have a son or a daughter, as they get older, they venture out and start experiencing things on their own, with like different types of friends that they may have, different type of influences. So I could probably say that would be probably like the most difficult thing for me as being a parent, and making sure that they, stay on the right track and around, the right people to ensure that they're not getting any type of, unnecessary trouble, and things like that. So I would say as they got older in age, that would probably be like the most difficult thing I had to, experience as far as being a mother. Because, there's a lot going on right now in this world. And especially with Us as being, African Americans, and the things that we still have to deal with in this day and time. So that I'll have to say that would probably be like the most difficult thing for me as far as a mother, right now in this stage I'm in.
Yeah, definitely. Before we go any further, I just want to say to your son, Curtis, thank you for serving our country, protecting us, and thank you to all the veterans out there. Thanks to all those who are serving or who has served before. Just want to say thank you to all of you. Your sacrifices, we're not taking that for granted. So we really appreciate everything that you're doing for us.
For sure.
Definitely. So right now, you got your kids are older and stuff like that. You about to be alone soon.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to that?
I think I am, and not to say it in a bad way. Just to get, I don't know how I want to say it, just to be able to just sometimes enjoy like me time. You know what I'm saying? So I am looking forward to it, but I know like my kids are have been around me for a long time. So I know there's gonna be moments where I'm gonna miss them. For me, like my kids can stay with me forever. You know what I'm saying? Because I know
That's
how
a lie.
it is out there. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm not gonna say forever, but until they need to. Let me rephrase that. Until they need to. Because I know how hard it is out there being young and being out there and having, responsibilities, having to, pay for rent and all these bills and be able to feed yourself and clothe yourself. And when you're right at 18, 19, 20 years old, you really don't have the means to really, really take care of yourself unless you just have it, unless you have something really, really good going on. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's hard out here. So I would never, I'm the type of parent, I would never be like, okay, when you turn 18, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how it is. That's not how it should be. My kids are welcome to stay here with me as long as they need to. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. Yeah. So as long as you need the help, you can stay here. I don't want to rush you out there in the world and you're not fully prepared and then you fail. Because if I can help you not fail, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it is being out there and making, those mistakes and not feeling like, you got anywhere to go. Because I know, for me, personally, and I know a lot of people know this about me. My mother, she passed away when I was 13. And, my dad, he was away. So I really didn't have parents in the household. You know what I'm saying? So I know how hard it is when you're out there in the world, and really the only person that you can really, really have to depend on is yourself. Yeah, I could go to people and ask for help if I needed to. But, for me, me is who I depend on at the end of the day. And I've always been like that for whatever reason. I'm still like that today. I can honestly say I'm very prideful. I don't like asking for help. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like whatever I need, I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure I get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, like I just think that going through all that stuff, it's gonna make you a better person and stuff like
sure.
that. I know you were talking about when you were in college. You had you had a son, you had another son, you had like two more on the way. Mm-hmm. I mean, I personally think college is nothing but a place where you go have orgies more so than getting an education. So it's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Like yeah. I got my opinions about college, even though I am a college graduate, Austin P, marketing. But I know, listen, I ain't stupid. Mm-hmm. I was in college. I did some things before I met my wife, not after, but before. Mm-hmm. But going through that situation, because my wife, she was actually pregnant with our daughter while she was in college. So I know. So yeah. So when you was talking, I kind of understood what you was going through. and stuff like that. You know, a young mother, you know, trying to make it in this world, you know, provide a better life. And, you know, of course, you know, kids come around, things like that. So you kind of have to change some things up. But, you know, sometimes, you know, that change is good. And you see where it led to right now with your own business, even though you have time now because your kids are older, they could pretty much fend for themselves for a little bit. So it gives you more time to really focus on you and what you want to do, you know, whatever makes you happy and stuff like that. And that's why I was asking, like, you know, are you going to be sad or happy that you're going to get some long time once your daughters, when they leave and go off, you know, explore the next step in their lives.
Right.
You know, so, you know, you probably going to want that. You're going to, like, for a while, you're going to be happy out to yourself. Then after a while, you're like, man, it is so quiet. I miss somebody, you know, and
I know I'm pretty sure. You know, but I can honestly say in the beginning, I'm gonna enjoy it for sure. But at the same time, I know there's gonna be moments where I'm like, well, dang, I wish somebody was here. You know what I'm saying? So I think every parent, you know, has that moment. But, you know, at the end of the day, we have to let them, you know, venture off on their own and, you know, experience life on their own. But at the same time, I don't want to just, you know, you never want to just throw your kid out there. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that they're equipped and prepared with everything they need to be, you know, successful out there in the world. And of course, you know, they're not going to have everything all right all the time and all together. You know, me at 40, I still don't have it all together. You know, I still make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So life itself is just a learning experience, but I want to make sure that they're, you know, prepared as much as possible to, you know, just face the world.
Yeah, well, first off, I was going to let you know, you don't even look 40. So I was going to put it out there, you know, so I'm pretty sure that's going to, when you put up the single part in the beginning, I know it's probably going to be some guys going to be like, oh, dang, she's single. Then when they heard the 4 kids, they're like, oh, never mind.
Right.
You know,
that's like the dating, not to get like off subject or whatever, but like the dating world is like,
we could talk about whatever.
I'm just saying, like, now it is like insane. Like I don't know, it's like guys now, like they don't know how to, you know, like courting a woman is just like obsolete now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because y'all too doggone, it's hard to court y'all now these days. Y'all know how difficult it is. Y'all done got the internet messing with y'all brains. Y'all sitting up here listening to Steve Harvey with all his advice, making us look bad, writing books, giving away all of our secrets, trying to make $1. And all of a sudden, y'all go by putting up all these rules and everything. A man is trying, and he can't even meet expectations. Y'all gotta shrink that down some. Y'all gotta shrink whatever that list is. Cause I don't see, and first off, to the men out here who are watching this, you don't need to take no woman out to a 5-star restaurant on the first date. Okay? You don't need to do that. Okay, you could take it to like an Applebee's or Old Charlie's. But on that first date, no, I'm telling you, don't waste your money on that. Don't do that.
No, I don't know. That's not, listen.
Don't do that. I'm a firm believer. The first date is about getting to know each other. Don't set that bar too high. Don't set that bar too high. Don't do it.
You don't have to set yourself. You don't have to set it too high, but you don't have to, like, I'm gonna tell you this as far as me, and I know like the internet and social media got females' heads just out there, and a lot of things, real talk, is not realistic. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, and again, you know, all women are not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, all women are not materialistic. All women are not, you know, seeking men that have this particular, you know, financial status or what have you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. You do need to court a woman for sure. when you're going out on your first date, no, it does not have to be this extravagant 5-star restaurant. No, it does not have to be. That's not necessary, because again, like you say, you are setting the bar high, and the guy may not be able to keep that up. You see what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But at the same time, do what you know that you're able to do on a consistent basis. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, to me it does. But
okay.
To some people, that don't make any sense. Because they expect
it should, because again, like social media, the internet got females' heads just blown. And I just feel like, and then like a lot of females too, they have like this long list of, you know, standards that they have as far as what they're looking for in a guy. Okay, that's cool, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of men out there that have those same lists, and that's fine. There are some, there are some, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, you like what you like and you want what you want in a relationship. That's fine. But at the same time, you have this as a female, if you have this whole list of, you know, what you're looking for in a guy, do you ever look at yourself and be like, okay, what qualities do I have? What can I do? Or what am I able to bring to the table to be able to match up with this man? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the same thing that you may expect from a man, that man may, you know, expect the same thing from you. So again, if you're looking for, you know, a guy to just solely take care of you, that's fine, because a man should be a provider, you know, and that's fine, because of course, you know, the first thing that I'm looking for in a guy is someone that can provide for me, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that every need that I have, I'm expecting you to do that for me, because, you know, I need to be able to take care of things on my own as well. You see what I'm saying? Like I can't expect a guy to do something for me that I can't do for myself. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of women out here that, okay, they're just looking for somebody that can, you know, get their hair done every week, get their nails done, you know, take them shopping and all that. But who was doing that for you before you met this guy? You see what I'm saying? Like, how was you getting those things met before you met him? So again, those are the little things. Those are, if someone does that for me, I'm looking at that as just a simple gesture. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I was thinking about you. Here goes this. Go do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's a nice gesture. But when it comes to, you know, life and stability, you want somebody that you can build something with. You know what I'm saying? Not looking for somebody that can always do for you. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a partner. You want to be able to build together. You want to be able to, you know, if he's invested, you want to be able to, you know, invest with him. You know what I'm saying? If he's buying properties, you want to be at that level to where you can buy properties too. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to partner up with one another, and, you know, set your goals, match those goals, and just live life. That's just how I look at it. That's just me personally. That's just me.
And cut your list in half.
Right, for sure, because you're not always going to find the perfect person. And I personally, I've never, of course you always have, you know, this vision of what the perfect person looks like, but being realistic, you know, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. The next man isn't perfect. So you're not going to just get this perfect package when you're you know, when you're dating or when you're in any type of, you know, relationship. And that's where I think the partnership comes in at, because you can help, you know, each other work on, you know, what you need to work on with yourself. You see what I'm saying? And I know there's just not a perfect person in the world. You're not going to get, you may have this whole list. You're not going to get everything that checks off, you know, your list. You know, sometimes you may have to, you know, work with your mate and get them to where you want them to be. Not saying you want to necessarily change them, but you can see where things can be improved. And hopefully, you know, when you're letting your partner know, well, I feel like you should do this, or I think this will work for you. Maybe, hopefully they'll have that open mind and be able to, take on I'm not going to say criticism, but like need of improvement without, getting offensive or anything like that. So that's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll tell you right now, relationships are overrated. And I'm a married man. I'm a married man speaking, I'm telling you right now, today's world ain't about being in a relationship. It's about getting your nut and move on. That's what I'm telling you. Nobody's looking for love. They're looking for comfort. Yes, I might be a little drunk, but I'm speaking my mind right now. That's what they're looking for. And then, like you said, the expectations, it's like, it's too ridiculous. Like you said, come back down to reality.
Mm-hmm.
Look at yourself first.
Right.
Look at yourself first before you even, demand that from somebody else.
Right.
You can't look for a guy who's making six figures and you're not.
Right.
That's just stupid.
Right. Right.
Because at that point, you're not the prize, he is. You know what I mean? So, don't do that. I mean, it's simple. Relationships are simple. Life is simple, but we make it more difficult than what it already is. Of course, you're going to go through your trials and tribulations and everything like that. But if you keep it simple, you keep the foundation of a relationship, it's going to work. You ain't got to do all this extraness to impress everybody that you're impressing whoever you with. Because that just, everybody don't need to know everything that you have going on. You ain't got to post every single detail to show your love to your spouse. That's stupid. I mean, I don't post anything about my marriage. The only thing I post with my wife is happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Mother's Day, stuff like that. Right. And that's how I keep peace in my marriage. Because everybody's not in it, but you have a lot of people who are so addicted to it, they got to post every single thing that they do onto those platforms just to get validation.
Right.
So, and don't do that, especially if you're going to be on social media like that, you're going to be in a relationship. Don't have no side chick. Don't do that. Don't have a side chick, because what's going to happen, all she got to do is blast you out and basically hit up your woman, whatever. And now you in the situation you don't want to be in because you're too stupid. You know what I mean? Just, if you're going to do anything, just go pay a prostitute. She'll keep her mouth shut. You ain't got to worry about this other woman telling the wife this and that. They about business, you about your nut. Y'all making a business transaction and just move on.
Okay, but the thing about that, though, as far as like being in a relationship, whether it's a relationship, you're married or what have you, when you're in that committed relationship or you're in that marriage, don't get into anything if you're not absolutely 100% ready. If you're not done, dealing with these other chicks or the females dealing with these other guys, don't even bother. You see what I'm saying? Like, what? There's no need to bother. You see what I'm saying? Because that, for one, in my eyes, that makes you look like you're immature. For one, you're immature. You don't care about anybody else's feelings. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole ordeal when it comes to that. So my thing is, if you're not ready, there's no need to do that.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, people don't know if they're truly ready for a relationship. It's just more the fact that person look good, this person look good, we look good together. So let's go out there, not knowing this man is crazy or that woman crazy. Now it's too late. So if you mess up, you're afraid that this person might kill you, chop your head off or something, who knows? But, it's all about the physical attraction these days. It's about what looks good, what could get the most likes on social media, the most views on social media. And that's what that is.
And that is that's exactly a part of like relationships nowadays, because even with marriages, or just even if you're in a serious committed relationship, you, and even those that are not even in the serious committed relationship that you so called together, a lot of things are just done, for show, in my opinion. And like, you paint this picture, like you just have this perfect relationship, you have this perfect marriage, just for show, just for social media, just to get other people's approval. And at the end of the day, like, y'all are like literally like going through hell behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
here's another thing I'm gonna say to the fellas. I've seen these videos on YouTube. Stop with the bullshit ass the marriage proposals where you got all these damn balloons and you got the helicopter and you got all these candles and stuff. What happened to just getting down on one knee and just asking a woman to marry? Now I understand it, because we know that is his time to shine, because when it comes to the wedding and all of that, it's all about the woman. Right. So of course, he want to have his moment, to, really, stand out. I get that. But come on, man, don't spend all that money for a maybe, because you spending money on the ring. Maybe. You spending money on all these setup and all this stuff, and you don't even know if she's gonna say yes or not. So
right.
But it doesn't mean it can't be spectacular. You just ain't gotta put a lot of money into it. Because I know I did. I just pretty much just asked my wife, "Hey, you want to marry me?"
It's a simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm so simple. Like, I am so simple. So it just be like the little things. Like, even whenever my day comes, and Lord knows I'm praying for my husband, but whenever that day comes, like when I get that proposal, like I don't need like this big extravagant to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're just in a place and you have like maybe my closest friends and my closest family members, I mean, that's just enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And not even to have that, just to be just a one-on-one experience, whatever that may look like. But I don't have to have like this big to do just for you to ask me to marry. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. That's just me.
And another thing, stop spending all that money on a wedding, knowing that marriage ain't gonna last. That's just ridiculous.
But we're gonna be hopeful. We're gonna be hopeful for sure.
No. Ain't no hopeful. See, the problem is people get married not understanding what marriage really is. See, they look at the wedding like, oh, that's the destination, not knowing you still gotta drive past that. You still gotta work on your marriage every single day. Focus on that foundation, what got you there. But people don't do that anymore. That's why they're so quick to get a divorce, because they don't want to work on, their relationship. So I mean, if anything else, man, just before you commit to somebody, please know who you're dealing with first.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Please do that. And, if you gotta, just take time, you ain't gotta rush in anything. Just take the time, get to know that person, and you'll know whether you want to deal with that person or not. And, don't be so quick to assume, because somebody might be hating on y'all relationship and might start spreading lies and stuff like that. Do your homework first. Y'all ladies, y'all pretty much the police. So y'all might as well go ahead and oh no, y'all do something.
No, my research is getting to know a person. That's the whole point of dating. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate purpose of dating, to get to know that person. Because I'm at a point in my life, because again, I'm 40, the time is ticking for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you got time.
No, I feel like it's ticking, but whatever.
You got plenty of time. Listen, there's gonna be a guy who's gonna see you. He's gonna approach you with the respect and everything like that. And here's the thing too. This is what I would say to you. My advice. I might be younger, but I could give some advice too. I always tell people, don't go look for love. Love will find you. And it was gonna happen unexpectedly. So, but you have to be open to it. Like you said, you gotta, people who have this list, and if it's not, if they don't check off every box in the list, they pretty much pass up on the guy that they could spend the rest of their life with for somebody who fit their list perfectly and turn out to be an asshole. So that's why I say, man, love will find you when love knows you're ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be out tomorrow doing whatever, and some guy probably unexpectedly, wasn't paying attention and run into you, and boom, he sees you, and now his eyes lit up like, oh, who is this? Let me introduce myself before she gets away.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that. Love what happens spontaneously. It will. You just got to be open for it. If you're not open for it, you're going to be miserable and alone.
Oh no, I'm definitely open for it. I don't think it's anything that I'm looking for. Anything that I'm involved in now, because I was in a 20-year relationship and was never married. So I feel like that was like a waste of, that was a lot of years that I lost. You see what I'm saying? So
I don't see it that way.
Huh?
I don't see it that way.
I'm not gonna say lost. I'm gonna say it was definitely a learning experience. I can definitely say it was a learning experience. I know now, what I truly want, and the real value of a good relationship. And I know now what I will and what I won't put up with. You see what I'm saying? So definitely a learning experience. But going forward, for me, anybody that I deal with, I'm not dealing with that person just for fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, if I don't see that there's any type of potential in that relationship, then I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna waste nobody's time. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because because you date for a purpose. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. And I just feel like that's where the dating game is like messed up now, is because now it's like we don't date each other. You see what I'm saying? Like it's pretty much, oh, let's kick back and chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's either let's be together right now. We're in a society where we want everything right now, to where just taking the time and basically, instead of dealing with the heartache later, let's figure this out in the beginning, and then we can move forward. We can do that. But some people, that's how they are, and it's not my life. You're a grown person. You can do what you want to do.
Right.
But don't sit there and have this issue. Now all of a sudden you going on Kevin Samuel's show trying to get advice, and now you mad at the advice he's giving you. So don't do that. You could prevent all of this just by taking your time in the beginning. And no, do that. I was with my wife 4 years before we got married.
Okay.
Yeah, so we met in college. So which, like I said, is by faith pretty much. If one of my social science classes didn't transfer from St. Louis and I didn't have to take psychology, I would have met my wife, and that's the end of it. So, but, stuff like that happens, relationships, marriage, if y'all dating, whatever, enjoy each other, have fun. Don't take it too seriously, and I always remember, man, just be spontaneous and have fun. Just do crazy stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Experience new things. You know what I mean? Don't get stuck doing the same old. And I think that's what people get tired of in relationships. It's the same old. Y'all getting such a routine to where y'all forget the fun. Of course, you got responsibilities that come first, but you also got to make time to, for the fun stuff. Right. Even for like 2 hours or so, that's still plenty of time. So just do whatever. Have fun with it.
For sure.
Well, look, we're coming to the end of the show right now. Tiffany, I usually let my guests have a couple of minutes to say something, whether, just reminding people where they could follow you at, promote your business, do whatever, so I'm just going to give you the floor, say what's on your mind, and, just have at it.
Okay. Well, again, Tiffany, my name is Tiffany Johnson. I'm the owner of Styles by Youre. You're a personal stylist, personal shopper. Of course, you can catch me on Facebook, Styles by Youre, IG, Styles by Youre, my personal Facebook page. Of course, my name is Tiffany Johnson. I don't have those, clashy names or anything like that. So it's easy to find me. If you just want to hit up my business line, again, it's 931-449-3042. I'm available anytime. Any questions that you may need to ask me, I'm more than happy to answer those as far as your styling tips and, get you together.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And once again, follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. And also, if you guys want to advertise on the podcast, just DM me on Facebook, Instagram, and we could talk details. So Tiffany, once again, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And we're gonna have to do this again
Sure.
Next time. I hope to see your business. I'm looking forward for your business to grow. I know it will grow because I see the work that you're putting in and everything like that. And I am a customer. I know my wife loves your stuff. So, once again, I'm gonna be honest. My wife is gonna keep buying. I ain't buying no more. Okay. My wife's gonna keep buying. I'm gonna start letting her pick out the stuff now because one of these days. And again, before we leave this episode, let the people know like some of the stuff that you sell real quick so they have an idea of what you sell.
Okay. Well, pretty much right now I just have the fedoras. I sell sunglasses, and here this year I'm beginning to other products I'm selling as well. So definitely look out for new products and merchandise, and of course just my my styling tips. And of course you can book me on my Facebook page as well if you want consultation. I do offer free consultations as well. So yeah, those are my products and services I offer.
And once again, y'all go support her. Y'all continue to follow Drinking After Dark podcast, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe to the Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Tiffany, once again, I thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
This is Darius from Drinking After Dark podcast, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
Gotta get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.